We're just getting ready, guys. I think this is in landscape mode.
Computer's hot, man.
See, I think this is in landscape mode. Or it's not in landscape mode. So I guess we're doing it this way. Right, guys? Hello, everybody. Where's the chef? Where's the cook? What are we cooking? Don't mind my gray hair, guys. We have one person in the live, which is probably me.
Take your phone out the case.
Oh.
City, and they're going for their third. But in my personal and my humble opinion, the Super Bowl was played when Kansas City played Buffalo. So that's more of a competition. So I'm not giving much credit to Philly right now, but I'm all about KC. Even though I like to see, the underdog do something. So Philly, Kansas City rather, can give another team a chance to shine, another city a chance to shine, and some players to get some recognition. Because, Kansas City's already quite popular with that whole Taylor Swift thing going on. But, yeah, it is what it is. So today, what I'm doing today, guys, is just trying to give you some ideas for some Super Bowl snacks. Lots of Super Bowl parties going on all over the place. So I'm going to be doing a few things, chefing up a few things. We got some, I don't know. I'm not even sure what I'm doing just yet, but I'm doing a few things. I know I've got some codfish or saltfish fritters. I don't know if you call it
whole 6 people in
fritters
our
or
live.
fritters, but
Hey guys, you haven't seen us in a while. We haven't been on live in, oh my God, it seems like about a year. It's been a long time. So we're just getting the kinks out. And Nino's gonna be doing some cooking online, and I'll just be assisting because I'm not quite the cook. But
you're not quite the cook.
I'm not quite the cook.
She's good. I tell you what she's good at though. She's good at plugging in the kettle.
Whatever. Anyway,
you're good at that. She makes good tea.
Everybody come in. All your friends. Tell them we're back. We're on live.
Yes. Like up the thing. Share the thing. Share the love. Share the love.
Give me a thumbs up if you're here and if you're gonna stick with us for a while. So Nino, what are you making?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna be doing some popsicle chicken wings. Those are good, hearty favorites for Super Bowl parties. Any kind of parties that you're having. You can do some lollipop chicken wings. I'm also doing, like I said, some codfish or saltfish fritters.
Oh, one question, guys.
Watch out now.
For all
Jesus
the
Christ,
Jamaicans in the group. No, I need to understand something. Is it fritters, FR, or flitters, FL? Let me know below in the comments if you say fritters or flitters. What is it?
Is it tomato or is it tomato?
No, I need to know. Because is it fritter or flitters?
This is the lady that don't eat cold foot, I tried.
No,
I do. Say your thing. Tell us what it is. So we can get started. If y'all want, we can get started. Get a few things going here. Let's get my trusty cutting board out here. Hey, can we kind of position this a bit so we can kind of see a little bit of me wagwan and thing. So let me just. I like to put a little, just a wet cloth underneath my cutting board, and one of the things it does, guys, is it really stops the board from moving around. And that helps a lot, especially, if you're using a knife, you don't want your board to be slip sliding all over the place. So just put down a little bit of piece of cloth. In this case, I've got a J cloth down there. Just drop the board onto the J cloth and look at this. Right, we got a bit of a solid base to work with. All right.
Well, so far they're saying it's fritters. It's fritter.
fritters, not fritters.
Okay.
It's not fritters, it's fritters. It's not fritters, it's fritters.
I've heard it said both ways. Fritters.
Hey, you know what? You know what I'm
fritters.
missing? I'm missing my little knife.
Which one?
The
tiny little paring knife?
Yeah, the little paring knife. I don't know what you guys have done with it. But let us go on.
Oh, I don't know. I don't see it here.
I don't know. That knife has a way of just walking away sometimes. But what I'm going to do, let me just get my, where is my vinegar? Get my vinegar.
So another thing, guys, that's a big debate, it seems, on these internet streets is washing your chicken. So as you can see, we wash over here.
Chicken. I
We
gotta
wash
wash
the
my
chicken
chicken,
over
guys.
Yep. Light up the vinegar and wash that chicken for sure.
I gotta wash my chicken.
Where's my coffee?
And I gotta do so in some cold water.
Ooh, we got Pastor Nash from Real Talk.
Ooh, yeah.
Big up Pastor Nash on Real Talk.
Do a second wash.
That's our friend from back in the day.
Way back when.
I'm gonna post her.
Them said before Whoppy killed Philip. You guys, the real true Jagan will know what I'm talking about.
Triple T Mukbangs. Hi, how you doing? You survived your chicken feast there. You had me craving the Popeye's chicken, but glad to have you. Glad to have you here tonight. We're cooking up some Super Bowl treats that you can cook tomorrow if you're having people over, or if you just want a little snack.
Just stay on.
And I want to say what's up to Kiki Rising Queen. Glad to have you here. I'm just out of frame making my coffee because I'm like addicted to coffee. So hi everybody.
All right. So let me just
Hold on, we have to fix
do
this.
my thing.
Hold this.
Oh, you want me to hold this? All right. Oh, you just touched the green screen thing
We'll
again.
fix it. We'll fix it.
You touched the green screen thing again.
We'll fix it. We'll fix your thing.
I'm technologically inept, so I have my son here with me,
Hold this.
helping me. Okay.
Push it in there.
You gotta flip this because you flipped the camera.
Oh, sorry.
So I'm looking at you now.
I'm tripping.
What are you doing? That's you had it just that was it?
Yeah, that's how I need it though.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I'm just cutting my my chicken wings, just getting this little bone flap off of it.
Ooh, we have juicing with Jay. Wagwan.
Wagwan
Jay.
juicing with Jay. Hey.
Jay is the man from down
Right.
south that grows all that wonderful tropical fruit.
Hey Jay, whatever happened to those dragon fruits, man? You must have gotten quite a bit out of that.
Oh, he still has his dragon
You're a
fruit.
man. You're a dragon fruit man.
But I'm sorry to report that poor Jay, last video I watched, he was cutting down that beautiful lemon tree of his. Such a sad thing. So Nino
just
is there
removing-
cutting up his chicken to make his lollipop chicken. Ooh, Real Talk. Share this to the community. Thank you guys. And beautiful Barb just jumped in. Hey, beautiful Barb, how you doing?
Wagwan.
As Nina would say, wagwan.
All right, let me just get rid of these little drumlets.
Juicy with Jay says, bless up family.
Bless up, bless up.
Now guys, anybody that you see in the chat, I hope you can go and follow. Because we're a nice community here. We like to follow each other.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna see they got two
Barb
bones
say
in here. I'm gonna
midday,
remove
yeah.
one of them. Little slit there. I'm gonna take the smaller bone out of there.
Now
I'm just
you're going
making
a
a
little
little
bit
snip.
too fast.
May I move too fast?
Yes.
All right,
Journey
She
of my life
wants
is here. Hello,
me
Journey.
to
Wagwan.
slow down because I'm moving too
Trey, you're
fast.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. Listen.
Well.
Listen, guys.
We're listening.
He's an expert on this thing, and he's making these fancy lollipop chicken wings. And sometimes, those of us who don't do this all the time, we need to see what you're doing slowly.
Slowly.
Is all
Okay,
I'm
so
saying.
what I've done, guys, I just made a little incision. Sound like me? I'm performing surgery, aren't I?
They're all saying
but
you're going a bit too slow.
But in fact, I am performing surgery. So, surgical removal of the bone from this chicken wing. So I'm going to, once I pull the bone up, I just kind of push any part of the meat that's on the bone. I want to leave that with the chicken because that's going to be a part of the chicken or part of the lollipop. All right. So once I get that out of there, there we go. Look, it's a clean bone. I got very little if no meat left on there. Right. So this is the kind of like the drumstick part of it. So make a little cut as close to the top as possible, right? As you go round and round, it helps you remove all the meat from the bone. And all I'm going to do from here is just put my hand where I made the slice, and I'm just going to push down. Look at that.
You're going to have to do that again.
I'm going to do it again. So I'm going to push down on that. And as I push down, I'm going to just fold it. Okay? So we get what appears to be a lollipop. See that?
Ooh, wow. Look at that.
So it makes it easy to, when it's time to eat.
That's fancy.
Right? So what I'll go back and do is just remove this knuckle, right? And you can get real fancy with it by cleaning this up as much as you want. Take any excess meat off of it.
Now, guys, this is if you want to just really impress your friends.
That's it. Otherwise, otherwise, if you don't want to do this, just cut the chicken wing and throw it in the oven, or put that in the oven and just cook it up. But this is a little, kick things up a notch. All right. So we do the reverse when it comes to the other part of the drumstick.
Beautiful Barbs is calling you Dr. Elliot. You're doing some
there you
surgery
go.
over there.
When it comes to the other part that looks like the mini drumstick, all you do, because you don't have the second bone in there, you just go round and round. And as you guys can see, I'm not wearing glove at the moment because I don't like the glove just kind of getting in the way, You just push it down, push down as much as you can. And once you get down as far as you can, you try to do an inside out fold, right? This might not fold as well because there we go. Getting it folded. That's good enough.
Now I can't be manipulating a piece of raw chicken that much, so I'm not.
Oh, I know you can't. And again, any kind of excess that's on the end, you can just trim that off. Okay. Or you can choose to leave it. It's entirely up to you. It's your preference.
We got some of our longtime friends in the chat. Say what's up to Brampton Gardner. Everybody check out her page. And we also got Rambo Green Hands, my man from England, over there in the cold in his allotment, planting up the things, my brother.
We are talking about cool like we no cool.
No, but it's cold over here too, but we're not out there planting. He's out there in the cold starting his seeds in his little gadget that he made. Now, I want to see if those seeds germinate. So you have to make sure that you show us what's going on. And Brampton Gardner, us Toronto gardeners have to stick together. Although you're Brampton, we're Ontario gardeners. Let's say Ontario gardeners have to stick together. I know you're going to be starting some seeds as well soon, but I'm right here. I'm not manipulating the chicken and doing all that stuff, guys. So I'm over here on the computer talking to all of you, as you can see. So Rambo is saying, Brampton says she's close enough. She started a ton yesterday. That's good. I'll give the floor back to you over there, Chef.
Well, you know what? It amazes me what the difference a day makes, because yesterday around this time, never mind, let's say 2 days ago around this time, I was in Punta Cana enjoying 30-degree weather. Now I'm back in Toronto freezing my you-know-what off and not liking it. I kind of want to go back, but I got to wait. I can't go back. Gotta wait for another year. All right, so we're just gonna keep going here and turn our lollipop inside out.
Hey, Pinky, we're back. Now, guys, if you haven't already given us a thumbs up, if you wouldn't mind giving us a thumbs up, because you know YouTube and their analytics and all of this kind of stuff, that lets them know that you're having a good time over here. So if you can just give us a thumbs up as you come into the chat, that would be greatly appreciated.
Awesome.
Now, Queen's asking who's filming. Pinky? Okay, let's see. Let me show you who's filming. Sorry, I don't want to get you guys dizzy, but that's who's filming. That's my son. That's my older one. he's being shy, but we all know he's not shy. So he's the cameraman. As long as you can keep it steady.
Rotten. My office sneeze.
Bless you. Brampton said, "Wait, when's dinner?" Oh boy, what's going on?
I don't know. I think I'm allergic to something.
Here's some paper towel. Now, while he's having a sneezing fit over there, guys, remember maybe about 2 weeks ago now, I made a video about how you can start herbs from supermarket herbs.
Right, where's my...
Well, look at this. I don't know if you can see, if you can get a close-up, but this is my thyme that I started. And can you see all the roots in there that's going? I'm going to plant it in some dirt in a few weeks, but I just wanted to get some more roots on that. And I will do a video to kind of follow up, but this is proof, guys. Those herbs that you buy at the supermarket, you can root them. And one of my subscribers told me, I know that it's a little bit, it takes a little bit longer with this rosemary, but they told me to shave down some of the stem, and that will help it to start germinating and making roots, not germinating, making roots a little quicker. I don't have any roots here on, oh yeah, I have tiny little ones coming on the basil, but the fact that the basil is springing new leaves is telling me that I'm doing something okay. So I'm going to keep an eye on those and keep you updated as to what's going on there. And I should thank Gabby, my little cousin in Texas, who gave me this cup from Tabitha Brown's collection, because you know we don't have Target up here, so we don't get Tabitha Brown's stuff.
We are Target.
So she brought me this cup the last time she visited, and this is my coffee cup, and I love it. So thank you, Gabby. Shout out to Gabby.
Now, is that Target or Target? What do we say? Or in Canada, we say Target. And in the U.S., we say Target.
Oh, Aya is saying hi to you, Uncle Nino. Give Aya a shout out.
Big up, Aya. Big up to all the Florida crew, West Palm Beach. Big up.
Oh, so Brampton Gardner said she tried with a curry leaf, but she thought it was too woody. Well, like I said, if you're going to try again, or if you still have that curry leaf in water trying to get some roots, try taking it out and shaving down that woody stem a little bit, because that's the advice that I got, and see if that helps it. And they did say it will take a little bit longer for anything with those type of woody stems to root. So don't be discouraged. We have to keep trying. All right, so what are you doing over there, Chef?
Well, I'm still working on the popsicles here. I've got a few of them done, as you can see here, guys. That's the popsicle thing, Rocky.
Oh, that's fancy looking.
So once we get this all prepared, we're going to get them seasoned and going to throw them in the oven so they can bake. Now, it's not everything we can deep fry, but we do know that things taste better deep fried. In this case, we're going to bake them. And once I finish that, I'm going to start making fritters. Crowd favorite.
So, guys, I need the rest of you to comment. For those of you who are West Indian in the chat or know about these fritters, is it fritters or fritters?
You're too proper, man.
I don't even know what it is. Fritters or fritters?
You guys need to understand, this is a woman that says roti instead of roti. Roti.
Here we go.
Right?
Here we go.
When she read it, she calls it roti. Restaurants call it roti.
Pardon me for speaking proper English, but
proper English. No, it's roti.
Real Talk is saying it is fritters.
Yeah, right.
She's saying it's fritters, but someone else in the chat, who was it, that said it's fritters? Who was it? So I should have a running poll: fritters or fritters. But I guess it just depends on what you were raised with, how you say it. But let me tell you, these fritters, I say fritters. These fritters,
this roti,
every time we make them, before they can even cool down, they're gone like that. Everybody loves them. And everything that he's making today, guys, you can find it in our videos. And I think there is an actual playlist that is a Super Bowl snack playlist, and all these things are in there. So you can check that out. But Rambo Greenhand says, Lo, tell them again. Brampton is asking if you're cold. You know what it is? It's coming out of that tropical Dominican Republic, beautiful sunshine weather into this cold. So don't feel too sorry for him. He's been playing golf for the last 10 days, living it up. So we're not going to feel too sorry.
Please feel sorry and send me back.
Now, Queen is saying you make the best. She says fritters. It's fritters.
Yeah, but she also probably also says roti.
So Real Talk is saying, do you put curry in your fritters? And he does.
Real Talk?
Yes.
You better know.
Do you actually have? Oh no, he doesn't have his ingredients out there yet. But he's gonna make them for you as soon as he puts this chicken in the oven. He's going to make them for you live, step by step, to show you exactly how to do it. Because every time we make them over here, I'm telling you, it goes like wildfire. So, and as soon as the neighborhood knows that he's making fritters, they'll be coming for some. So, Brampton says she's only heard fritters, but if you feed me, then I'll say it however you want. And Real Talk says nice. Well, we're gonna give you a play-by-play as to the ingredients in a second. He has all his stuff laid out there. But in the meantime, I just want to say, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. You know, when we decided that we were going to go live again, like it's been a while since we've been here on live. I couldn't even remember how to launch the bloody phone. But, I mean, we used to have long conversations. We had our little community that used to jump on. And I thought, oh my gosh, you know what the worst thing for a YouTuber is? You're going to create something and nobody watches you. But here you guys are. So thank you so much for joining. Ooh, I got a whole $1.49.
Oh, wicked. Thank you. Love that.
I think that's our very first,
yes.
Is it called Super Chat? I think it's called Super Chat.
Love that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Greatly appreciated.
$1.49. You know what $1.49 can buy? Guess what $1.49 can buy? Something that I've been shopping for like crazy over the last couple weeks. Don't tell anybody though. Seeds. I've been adding to my seed collection like you wouldn't. As a matter of fact, let me go get them. Let me go get my seeds.
I'm not sure, what kind of seeds are those? Not hair growth seeds. All right, I'm just kind of still getting these lollipops finished up here, guys. I'm on my last one, and I am debating, though. I'm actually debating whether or not I want to deep fry these or I want to bake them. That's a bit of debate I've got. Not quite sure how I want to handle these just yet. Still debating. I'm just going to get rid of these.
My little thing with my seeds in it.
You know, one of the things that I'm always quite leery of is it's quite fine to wear those latex gloves when you're preparing something, But I find that there are times when it gives people a false sense of security, where they will wear the latex glove and they will somehow cross-contaminate things because they forget all about the practice of hand washing as they wear those gloves, as if they think it's going to protect everything. But if you start handling multiple things or touching multiple surfaces with those gloves and not washing it, then that you will create some form of cross-contamination. At least here, it reminds you that you've got to practice proper hygiene and proper hand washing. All right, so let's get this.
That's okay. This is
I'm gonna
enough.
put these in a pan, and I'm gonna be adding my seasoning to this. What kind of seasoning do you think I should add to this, Lo?
You're asking the wrong person.
Am
You're
I?
the chef.
I mean, I asked the fritters lady.
What's the after chat?
How about asking the chat? What kind of flavor do you guys
is
think?
here because they want to know from you what
They
to
want
add
to
to
learn
it.
from me. They want to learn from me. All
See,
right.
guys, look at this. Seeds. Seeds, me say. Seeds. Seeds. And this Versi seed catalog, of course, it's Canadian. You know, I don't want to get into all that craziness that's happening in the world, but you know, we got to start concentrating on buying Canadian, my friends. But
Canadian friends.
no, we have to start buying Canadian. Seeds, me say. So these are some of the things that I'm growing. I can't wait. Some of them I'm going to winter sow. And for those of you who like to garden or dabble in garden a little bit, you guys all know that I have tons of videos on winter sowing. For those of us in the Great White North up here, we can get our seeds started quickly. And it's pretty easy. Woo, Queen. Oh, look at this. Queen sent me $1.40. Listen, guys. A more seed money you send me. What wait? Thank you very much. I can't have enough seeds. And you know what? I'm going to plant all of these. And you're going to see how nicely they grow. And I'm going to get some more. More is coming from this. Anybody who's been over here knows that I cherish my garden. Mostly flowers, but I do have some vegetables. Brampton is saying Rainbow Seeds is also Canadian, and she got a discount code. Oh gosh, I got to go over there and check out the discount code. For anybody who lives here in Ontario, please jump on to Brampton Gardener, because she shows you how to make lots of different baskets and to beautify your home and containers, and walks you step by step through the process of sowing your seeds. And Rambo says, "Me soon come help you in the kitchen."
All right.
Hey, Ginta's on. She says, "What's up, sis Lorna?" Oh my God, I feel so good. Everybody's on here to support us. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, guys, because you know how YouTube is. You know how YouTube steer. They want everybody to thumbs up the live. So I'm so glad to have you guys here. Okay, so Tremaine, maybe you should show Nino's over there seasoning up the chicken. So they need to see how that's done, what he's putting on there.
I've got some salt on there. I've got some black pepper. I've got a little bit of
You want to watch something else, Rob, or are you good? You don't have to watch that.
Put a bit of salt. Not too much, because I'm going to be putting a little bit of soy sauce on there. We got some garlic powder here. All right. Some garlic powder on there. And a bit of soy sauce. All right. So I'm going to get that going. I'm going to grab my trusty glove, because I want to get involved, get my hands involved. Oh yeah, can't forget.
You want to talk on camera?
Got some.
You want to talk on camera? Oh. Hold on, tell Tremaine to come.
There's some fresh thyme leaves. I got some fresh thyme here. I'm gonna put some of that on there, and I might just put a little bit of jerk seasoning on there. Got some piranha jerk. I'm gonna Probably throw some
I
on
have
there.
another $2.79.
Wow, you're gonna
Thank you.
just add some time.
Real
One more little
talk.
sprig.
Thank you.
Sprig on there.
That is some good seed money you're sending, guys. And look at that.
There
We
you go.
have to say what's up to Gail Somerville. Gail, oh, I have another one. Thank you, Queen. You guys, oh my gosh. You guys are just filling my heart. Oh my. Gail Somerville, that's one of my co-workers from way back when. Hi, Gail, and Deli is bigging you up. We have some stories, don't we, Gail? We worked in some trenches, you and I, but glad to have you here. Gail and Deli are bigging you up.
Well, Deli, big up yourself, you know it, go, fam.
And Ginta's here. Oh, wow. Okay, so my dad's here, and my dad wants to give us a little menu of his own. So stay tuned for that because he has all the good menus. We have Nobius Nightshade jumping on. Oh, and Queens is saying kisses from Aya and Aya. Well, thank you guys for jumping on our live. And please don't forget to thumbs up as you come in. Some of you have been with us from the very beginning. Thank you so much, and thanks to everybody.
You know what, guys? I'm looking around for some jerk seasoning. I can't find any jerk seasoning, but I'm telling you right now that normally for me, I use some piranha jerk. Mr. Piranha, if you're listening up, I need me some piranha. I'm looking for some piranha. I couldn't find any piranha jerk.
Look how much piranha jerk we had. It could never be finished.
Don't tell me they're gone.
Did we finish that piranha jerk?
I think we did. We have no more piranha. Ooh. So, Mr. Piranha, if you're out there, you're listening, you're watching, I need some piranha jerk because I've ran out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to substitute that. It's not a fair substitution, but I'm going to touch it with a little bit of sesame seed oil, and that's just gonna pop it. Okay.
Oh no, see the piranha jerk.
You find the piranha. Jeez, I should find the piranha as I pour it on. Bring out the piranha.
Guys, this man couldn't find his nose if it wasn't attached to his face.
Piranha jerk, guys. There it is.
See,
that's what? Two of them. You know what it is? She puts everything away and she hides things.
I do not.
But I couldn't find it. What am I gonna do? I can't find it. So I'm gonna just pop open this jar of piranha jerk seasoning. And you guys, I want to tell you guys that this is a wonderful jerk marinade. It's amazing. This is all I use is piranha, and you can get this if you check out my my page under any one of my jerk videos. You will see the listing for piranha. You can order this by the case if you want it. This is going off the shelf.
And if you don't like pepper, guys, this thing is hot. And he does have a mild one that you should be able to tolerate, but just go easy on the piranha.
When piranha touch you, you get touched by an angel.
We have an old friend in the chat, traveling. Tariq is saying, hello, Nino. Nice to see you guys back on live.
See you. Yep. Let's put this one back on.
Nice to see you, Tariq. You've been there since the beginning.
Tariq is a foundation.
See, Nobius Nightshade is teasing you, saying, where's your nose? Let's see if you find it.
Let me get the.
And Brampton Gardner is saying she loves the sesame seed oil.
I gotta turn on the oven, don't I? Gotta get the oven turned on.
So it looks like we are making jerk lollipop chicken wings.
Yeah,
right?
Sure. Let's get the oven going.
Now I know there's a way that you can post these things, but I don't know how to do that. So next time. I should be able to.
All right. So I'm gonna just place these on the.
So you don't have to grease the pan?
You can, because some of the fat's gonna be rendered from the.
There you go with those big words that us people who don't cook don't understand when you say stuff like rendered.
Some of the fat on this chicken is gonna be broken down, and it's gonna create that bit of fat and liquid that you need to keep the chicken moist. So I won't be putting any any grease on this today.
Okay, so what did you put on
Got
there?
my oven going.
You put a little piranha. You put a little. What is this?
Little garlic powder, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder rather.
Yeah.
And some soy sauce.
Okay.
And touch it with a little bit of sesame seed oil.
Oh, I can smell the sesame seed.
Can you smell that?
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
very good. And as usual, guys, I'm the one that.
She's the washer-upper. She does all the cleaning because I'm telling you.
Listen.
The limitation of her cooking is plugging in the kettle and making a cup of tea.
That's okay.
So
that's the best gosh darn tea you've ever tasted.
Her major role right now is to ensure that
we don't all die from salmonella poisoning because he cross-contaminates everything
not
with the raw chicken.
anything.
And I always come with the Clorox wipes and everything because I'm sorry, I have a fear of salmonella and food poisoning. So I don't joke when it comes to raw chicken about the place. So I am going to get the Clorox out and get all of these things cleaned.
No, I already used the Clorox. I've already washed that.
Yeah, but you don't.
I washed the cutting board with the Clorox already.
No.
That's why I put it back because I'm about ready to use it again.
I got to do it my way.
What do you think? You're Frank Sinatra?
Yeah.
He's got to do it her way.
Yep. Listen, food poisoning is not a joke, guys.
Food poisoning is not a joke.
So what are we setting this oven at?
Well, the oven right now is set at 400.
Okay.
So I'm going to be putting that in, and I'm going to get me... As we talk about the kettle.
Like I said, guys, these are lollipop chicken wings, and we do have a full video on how to get this fancy lollipop shape out of your chicken wings if you want to be fancy. Or if you want to make these things as part of a group of snacks for your Super Bowl gathering tomorrow, we have a whole Super Bowl playlist that you can get some ideas of what to serve your guests tomorrow. All right. There you go.
It's been washed twice.
That's okay.
But I guess it's never clean enough. So
that's okay. You can't be too clean when you do
Boss lady has to do it her way.
That's right.
Because she knows Frankie.
That's right. That is correct.
All right, so
I'm coming back to my space, guys. Don't you worry. Keep
so right now I'm just getting some. I've just turned my kettle on, guys, because hey, am I saying guys a lot? Like guys? You know what? You know who I sound like?
Don't say it.
I'm not gonna say it, but yeah. So in any event, I'm gonna get my saltfish fritters started.
Fritters.
Fritters are fritters.
Saltfish fritters.
So in order for me to do that, I mean, there are some people that will boil the saltfish or the codfish to extract some of the salt out of it. I personally don't find that necessary. I much prefer to use some hot water, pour hot water on it. That will release a lot of the salt into the water, and it will also make the fish much more palatable. That is one thing. The second point is there are a lot of people that use codfish. They want to use codfish to make this particular dish. I don't see that as necessary either. What I use is an item that is probably a third of the cost of codfish, and it's pollock. Okay, Alaskan pollock. It's a white fish, and when I make it with this fish, okay, which costs a third of the price, you will never know the difference. You can't tell me that you can tell me that fritters was made with codfish when it was made with pollock. Okay?
Okay, we got some new people jumping in the chat here. We have Priscilla Seymour.
Wagwan, Priscilla, welcome.
Now, Priscilla,
welcome.
I have to give chef kisses to all my day ones that are out there. Priscilla, Pastor Nash from Real Talk, these are all my day ones since I was a little pitney. We've been coming up through junior high school together, and they're still here. So thank you guys for the support. Thank you so much. Okay, what do we got here? Nobius Nightshade. He wants to say, okay, so is pollock like a saltfish?
Well, you know what it is. It's sorry, I should be talking to the camera. Now, When you say like a saltfish, it is a salted white fish, very much like cod. Now, cod is a much denser type of fish. This is much. It's not as dense. It's a softer, textured fish, and once they cure it and salt it,
Right.
you wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah. And isn't it a lot cheaper?
It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
You find that there are a lot of restaurants out there that right now, I'm telling you guys, you're loving an Ackee saltfish.
But
a
that's
lot
what
of the
they're
Ackee
using.
saltfish you're buying, it's pollock that's in there. It's not cod.
And wherever you buy
not
your
buying
salted
cod.
cod, you're gonna find these, and it says Alaskan pollock on it. But this is it.
That's it.
Look at me holding the saltfish bag like I really go to the grocery store and buy saltfish. Trust and believe, guys. I don't buy this stuff. All these ingredients is what Nino buys because the extent of my cooking does not ever involve this as an ingredient.
This is it, guys. Here it is. That's the extent of her cooking right there.
Oh my God.
Turn the kettle on.
That's okay. That's okay. We all have our strengths and weaknesses.
All right.
I need you to say what's up to Edwin. Edwin is our boy from time. Edwin's like our adopted grandson. So, Wagwan, Edwin, you should be here helping us cook, actually.
Hey, Edwin, you should know that Edwin is originally from Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Eh? Muchacho. We call him Muchacho.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just, it's a beautiful place, beautiful people. And Edwin, our adopted son, man, the little boy was 10 years old when he came to us.
Yeah.
Now he's like 22, 21. How old are you, Edwin?
Beautiful
Keep
Bars
track of your age.
is saying that chicken has its own oil, so you don't need to put oil. See, I would put oil in the pan. Ginta also is saying that she loves the sesame seed oil. And we have Delroy McGregor here. He wants you to deliver some for him, please. Listen,
Right on,
Delroy,
right on.
This food does not last around here. When anybody that's within driving distance sees us on live,
they'll find their way here.
they'll find the door. Queen says that she smells the seasoning through the phone and thinks she's saying health is wealth. Now, Nobius is saying, I've seen pollock, but I didn't buy it. I guess I could consider trying it.
See,
For sure.
that's all the
Consider trying
salt.
it. Whenever you use saltfish, that's where you're going to use this
You
pollock.
can see all the salt, little granules of salt in the bottom there. Okay, I prefer to use warm water. I think the warm water really helps. It helps tenderize the fish in the sense that it makes it more palatable and easier to work with. All right. So I just give it a couple of rinses. Then I'm gonna get my water from my kettle, and I'm just gonna pour that on there.
Okay. So now, when you do that, when you pour this water, does that soften it up?
Oh yeah, because the water it really cooks it more than anything else, but it also helps to remove all the salt.
So we're making saltfish fritters here, Edwin. You know those fritters that everybody loves?
That you eat a lot. I'm just filling back the kettle here with some water because I know Boss Lady over there is going to be turning it on soon.
Now,
to make a cup of
Nobius
tea.
is saying that when he uses saltfish, he usually boils it. But he's saying, does he have to rethink pouring the warm water? So you have to explain again why you're not boiling it.
So the whole thing here is that it's okay to boil your saltfish because what that does that softens up the fish and it also helps remove a lot of the salt. But in this case with the pollock, I don't find it necessary to boil it. I find that I don't want to remove all the salt out of it for one. Okay, this way I can control how much salt I remove from the pollock by just soaking it. I just soak it for maybe about 5 minutes, and pour the water off, and then you're gonna see when I start putting this together that it's quite pliable.
Now, is that because you want a little bit of salt? You don't want too much of that salt,
I want
right?
a little bit of salt remain in there because that lends itself as flavor to the actual finished product.
Right.
So I do want some salt remaining. I don't want to boil it. Some people want to just boil all the salt out of it, and then they turn around and what do?
Add salt.
Add salt. Why? That's kind of a bit counterproductive.
Okay.
So for me, I would much prefer to do it this way, and I can control the level or the amount of salt that I remove. My oven has just beeped, telling me the 400 degree point has been reached. So I'm going to be putting this tray in the oven. Okay. All right. Here we go, guys. You know what? Maybe I should set a timer because I tend to forget things. All right, cooking time. Let's give it 20 minutes. Let's give it 20 minutes. Hopefully within 20 minutes time, things will be ready. So in the meantime, and in between time, as I wait for my codfish, I'll just let it sit there for a bit. And what I'm going to be doing to get started is I'm going to be cutting up some green onions. And somebody did ask me earlier if I add curry to my saltfish or to my fritters. Who was it, babe?
That was Vivian.
Vivian, absolutely I do. And I'll tell you one of the reasons for those people that have either never made saltfish fritters or planning to. The reason I add the curry powder to it is that it gives it a different color. So if you just allow it to stay the way it is, you'll get that white flour. Once you fry your fritters, it will just look white and just plain Jane and no character.
Yes.
With the curry in there, it adds a little bit of flavor, as well as the appearance of it is much different. So you combine the color of the curry with the green onions or spring onions, as well as the red Scotch bonnet pepper, right? Now you have something that not only is it going to taste amazing, but visually it's going to be very appealing. Okay, so hence the reason why
we got to give some shout outs here. We have some people joining us. Hey guys, we have Nikki here from the Everyday Life of an OCD-ish chick.
Oh my goodness.
I love that name. She is also one of our day ones.
Original.
We got G Mama Grows Hardening in the Garden. I love that. So please guys, I want you all to get to know each other. We're building a community here. So I want you to go and subscribe to all of these people. Claudia is saying, hello, Nino and Lo, loving this time with you both. I hope that's Claudia from Garden Bliss. She has a beautiful garden channel, guys. And we have Fluffy Styles. Fluffy Styles says, Nobius Nightshade, wish I could show you my Aki and Pollock. It's very delicious.
Rotted. There it is.
And Jessica wants to know, what are we cooking, Nino and Lo? We're making some saltfish fritters at the moment. And we have our lollipop chicken in the oven. Now we have with us, we have my dad here who wants to come and say a few words in a minute or two. But tell them what you're doing over there, Mr. Neil.
Well, I'm just cutting up the green onions, or if we don't want to call it spring onion. Ain't no spring yet. But we'll call it, and some people just refer to it as onion. Jamaicans are very colorful people. They're so colorful, like it's unbelievable.
What do they call it? They don't say scallions, they say scallion. Okay.
And what does scallion go with?
What?
What does scallion go with?
I don't know.
Time. You can't, when you go to the...
Wait, what does he say? What's under my lip?
No, what's under my nose? No.
I'm out. Is that what Vibes Cartel said?
We said, what's under my nose?
I'm out.
I'm out.
Big up Vibes Cartel. But if you guys have ever watched me on my Informer window, you guys know that I'm a Movado fan. I mean, Vibes Cartel, you're all right, but I'm from the gully side. Anyhow, that's for another live, right?
You know the Gaza people that are here to know.
No, it's okay. Yeah. I'm down with vibes. I've just always been a Movado type of girl.
All right. You don't live on the gully side.
That's right. Anyhow,
all right.
Flip the camera. So guys, this is my dad here. My dad is quietly sitting in the background, but he wants to tell all you people out there about his menu. So take it away. The floor is yours, Isaac. You got the floor.
Well, big up colors.
Oh, yes. That's a YouTuber from Jamaica that my dad watches every day. So, colors, if you're watching this, which I doubt you are, but I'm going to send it to you. This is your #1 fan right here.
Yes. I'm from the middle of the island, like Lynn City area. So listen now. I was a young boy with climbed breadfruit tree and coconut tree. And when we cook a bush, we have a menu what we call named Bojo. We cook that with the coconut juice plus the wet salt thing, the one with the roe they call shad. And we cook that not to oil or less than oil, just in the middle. That's where the menu ends. So, if colors, you're hearing me, I want you to introduce that menu to your followers and let me know how they taste.
So what is it?
How they feel about the taste.
But what is it?
The name of it is called Bojo.
But what is it though?
What is Bojo?
Shad, the wet salting.
What is that?
Not mackerel. It's in the wet salting area.
So it's kind of like a shellfish. What is it? Like a fish? What is it?
Fish.
All
You have mackerel.
Yeah.
You have shad. You have herring.
Yo, can we Google this? Let's Google this. We gotta Google this because I don't know. Does the chat even know what that is? We gotta Google this.
It's a type of fish.
All right, let me look this up. Shad fish.
Yeah, that it's
Shad is a type of fish.
Shad is a type of fish sold in the grocery store.
And the people in the chat are saying it's called rundown.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh.
people
Right.
call that rundown too.
Yes, they're calling it rundown. Nobius nightshades is saying, oh, it's a different type of fish.
Well, everybody call it a different little name.
It's
but
called
it's the same
shad.
thing.
They're typing and they're saying it's shad.
Yeah, shad with coconut juice.
Right. So Delroy McGregor is saying it's rundown, rundown.
Well,
I
call
guess
it Bojo.
the older folks call it Bojo, and the younger folks call it rundown.
Yeah.
So that's a Jamaican dish.
So what is that? Just the fish alone?
No, he's saying it's fish with, you said coconut milk?
Coconut, yeah.
Right. You guys know that's something I would never cook. But Nino, do you know what that is? How to cook that?
Right.
Rundown?
Yeah, man. Mackerel rundown.
That's why.
All right, 1 second here, Tremaine. Let me.
That's why I introduce colors, because colors cook with a lot of coconut juice.
Oh, okay.
So one day he might run into a guy who will help him produce.
Okay,
some
hold
Bojo.
on. We're gonna flip back over to Chef Nino there. We'll come back.
All right, so what I've got here, guys, is I've just cut up my Scotch bonnet pepper there, as well as my green onions. But you've noticed I removed the seeds from there because the seed is where all the heat is.
It's over there.
The heat, all the heat from the pepper is generally in the seeds, right? So I don't want to put all that seed in there. I want to be able to control the amount of heat that I put in. So I'd much rather just to cut around, and these darn gloves there. Yeah. I'd much rather this one's not working. I'd much rather to cut around the pepper itself, and then just put the outer meat of the pepper in my mixture, and from there I can add the as much seed as I need it to kind of bump up the heat. I don't know what is wrong with these things. All right, so I just want to put these in because what I want to do, guys, is I want to ensure that I reach in here. I can't even get these on properly there because my hand is probably damp.
Like OJ.
Yeah, if the glove don't fit, you must
quit.
So I don't mean never do it.
Okay, well, the old timer has gone outside
All
for
right.
his smoke, so he'll
Gloves
come back.
fitting a little weird, but so what I do is I threw the hot water off of the fish, okay, and I add a little bit of cold water just so I can get my hands in there. And what I'm gonna do is just to get it all mushed up,
Andre
Okay.
says you're always fighting them dang gloves.
You remember. I've got some experience with them gloves. They're always giving me a hard time. All right. So I just kind of break them up into little pieces. Just to ensure that once I get my mixture going, every single bite, every single morsel is going to have some fish in there. So let me just kind of get this up. I touch the pepper like McKeer.
Now, please save me those pepper seeds. I want to try and
yeah, that's
that
right.
Scotch bonnet pepper.
All right, so I'm just gonna put my my onions as well as my pepper in there. All right.
Delroy McGregor says that's foreign Scotch bonnet pepper.
All right, let's get.
Because the real
Get rid
thing
of
you
this.
couldn't use so much.
No, Delroy. There's a thing that they call pot spoiler. So if you ever go in and you see a Scotch bonnet pepper, but you see the ones that are purple, like a very deep purple, those ones are called pot spoiler. If you put any more than a small little piece in your pot, it will spoil your pot. So there's a reason they call it pot spoiler. They don't always sell all those purple ones by themselves. They mix them up with a little bit of red, as you can tell from this. You got a red, you got a one that is a bit orangey. There's another orange one there, and you got some green ones. Every so often, I end up with a purple one, which is what I really want. Those are the bad boys.
Oh, well.
Especially if they derive from the scorpion family. So scorpion and purple, it's purple till it's almost brown.
Wow.
They're wicked.
Well, let me tell you, I've been shopping for Scotch bonnet seeds, and they're not cheap. So I'm going to try and grow those seeds over there. I don't see why they wouldn't grow. I'm going to try and grow those seeds. Are you? Yeah. Can I? You're taking the camera off me. You're showing them my tile. What are you doing? Come on, cameraman. Get with the program. Anyways, guys, I see all your comments from my dad, but I am going to get him back on camera. But he just stepped outside in the freezing cold to go have his smoke. He's always complaining how cold we are out here on the East End in Scarborough. But yet he's out there every minute smoking. So he'll come back to finish telling you about his cooking story, because he loves talking about back in the day. Yes, G Mama is saying make sure you grow those seeds. I definitely
All right, so
will.
you see the mixture there? I'm just kind of getting my Scotch bonnet. All right. And I'm not even too concerned with putting any of the seeds in here, because guys, I know that this
What's under the chin?
this right now, this turnip, right? You know what? I did forget a key ingredient though.
Oh, you forget key ingredient.
A key ingredient to bauxite root. And guess what it is? I forget. Boy, I'm really ahead of myself here. I am going to use.
Ooh. Yeah. Whoa.
Okay, so I have the garlic here.
Right? All right.
And I'm going to be putting in, before I get started, I'm going to be putting some thyme, just removing the leaves from the sprig. Okay. Removing the leaves from the sprig.
We're here cooking saltfish fritters, guys. That is saltfish and all his ingredients that have gone in there. I know that there's green onions and pepper.
You got thyme. That's fresh thyme leaves.
What's under your lip? A chin? No, it's I'm out. What's under your chin?
I'm out.
That is
That's
by Cartel's thing, but
under the chin. I'm out.
yeah. But a gully we say over here.
No, you say gully. Me say Gaza.
They up on the gully side.
All right. So let me.
Nobius Nightshade wants to know if the color means less or more spicy when it comes to these peppers.
No, you know what? To be honest, the heat itself derived from the seeds. Okay, the seeds will determine how hot the pepper is. But when it comes to the I mean, you can get the same amount of heat from a red pepper versus a green one. But the only one that I know that is notoriously dangerous are the ones that are purple.
Now,
okay. So let me. So I'm going to be doing the garlic because I forgot to put my garlic in there as well. I'm just going to cut off this little brown stuff here on the end, and there's a couple things that I do with this.
ooh, I have all my friends coming. Grow, Eat, Move just joined it. She says, "Hey guys, really cool to catch you guys doing your
just gonna
live.
give it
Thank
a little
you for
pound.
joining."
Just turn my knife sideways, give it a little pound, just like that. And that just crushes the garlic. And what I'm going to do is once I get this going, I'm just going to get the garlic all cut up here.
Look at those knife skills, guys. I can't chop like that. Now you're just showing off with the knife skills.
Yeah, just showing off. That's what I'm doing. Just showing off. So, because I want to get this nicely minced so we get proper distribution throughout the mixture, what I do is once I get it at this stage, okay, I just put a little bit of salt on there. Okay, and the salt is going to add as an abrasive. Just sprinkle a bit of salt on there, okay? It's going to add as an abrasive, and I'm going to show you what it does with the abrasive. It allows me to do this. To literally grind it up into mush. See that?
Wow, that's fancy. And what's the purpose of that?
Well, so you get proper distribution. You don't get any big chunks of garlic. Okay, everything is just like is minced out. So instead of having chopped garlic, you now have pureed garlic.
Yes, these are some legitimate cooking skills here, guys. He is the one that knows how to wield a knife. I'm the one that likes to eat.
And turn on the kettle. Okay, so once we get that, we just plop that in. We're good to go. All right, so now we've got all our ingredients in.
Look at that. This is all the wet ingredients. We are making saltfish fritters.
All right,
So I think I have a moderator somewhere here. If the moderator can indulge me and just check my video files for the saltfish fritter video and maybe just put it up in the chat so people can click on there if they'd like.
So at this point, I'm going to be adding my curry powder. Somebody did ask, I believe Vivian had asked earlier about curry.
Now, you're a man that doesn't like to measure or tell us how much you're using of anything. So how much curry is that?
I'm not going to put all of this, but you could probably put a teaspoon and a half.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I don't measure things, guys, because I cook with love. Mm-hmm. It's all love. All right.
Now, what kind of curry is that?
You know what? Just put everything.
What?
Done. Put everything. Done. 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
Okay, so for this is called beta pack. So anyone out there, West Indian, especially.
Do you have the package?
I don't have the package.
So where do you get that curry from?
I done it.
Oh.
I actually transfer it to a Ziploc bag because it was. So I just
it's in our video. I do believe that I put a link to Beta Pack.
And it's just like it sounds. Beta Pack. BETAPAK. Beta Pack.
Right. And that's that Jamaican goodness because not all curries are the same, guys.
No, I've learned that. Did you know that they have red curry and green curry?
Yes. That's how you cook Thai food.
Yeah. I didn't realize that.
There's lots of curries.
And the only reason why this curry is yellow is because of the turmeric. Not because of anything else.
Yes.
So curry is not, we grew up thinking curry is yellow, but technically curry really, it comes in different variations. So I am going to...
Guys, even though this is not even cooked yet, it smells so good.
Look at that. That's all my mixture.
All the ingredients mixed up. So there we have the saltfish, the green onions, the curry, and the Scotch bonnet pepper. I think that's all he put in.
Water in there, some garlic.
And garlic. That's right. He mashed up the garlic.
And fresh thyme leaves.
And okay, and the thyme.
All right.
And you just added some water in there?
I just added some more water. The reason I do that is because I know I'm going to be adding the flour, and in doing so, I'm going to need that liquid.
Okay.
So let's.
You see that? He's cleaning
up after himself.
Very good.
You proud of me?
Yeah.
You should be proud of me.
Yes, because that's less that I have to clean.
I've got a little bag of flour here. I've got another one, but
so you got the all-purpose.
The all-purpose.
The all-purpose.
Robin Hood. I don't care for Robin Hood or Little John or Will Scarlett. Me no business how. Just flow it. All right. So I'm gonna pour some flour in
so
there.
So the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick says it's coming along nicely.
Yes, ma'am.
Jenny is bigging up the real talk. She's saying hello.
So I get my. Oh, I hear something going off here. My oven is calling me after 20 minutes. Let's see here. Where is... Let's see what we got here.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got the drumsticks going.
So that was the first dish that we made. The lollipop chicken wings. So those are just being baked tonight. We're not frying those.
No frying tonight.
Yeah. We gotta try and keep it healthy.
I'm just gonna leave it there.
All right, so let's get to your mixing there.
Continue with the fritters.
Fluffy style says Nino, I'm next door. May I have a few, please?
Yeah. All right.
Queen is saying what's up to Jenny. I have Juliet Powell saying hello, Nino.
Hello there. Hey, let me get a spoon. I've got
and that's where our mixture's at right now, guys.
I've got some baking powder here. Okay, so do remember the codfish that's in there is going to give it plenty of salt. All right, I'm going to be adding some baking powder to this. Add some baking powder, and we've got a teaspoon here.
Teaspoon. I'm glad you're saying that because you never tell
I've got a teaspoon.
You never
so I'm going to
tell
be putting maybe a half a teaspoon of baking powder. All right, just put a little bit more, just for the sake of it.
And it's baking powder, not baking soda.
Baking soda.
Okay.
Baking powder.
All right.
All right, I'm going to close that up.
Now you're not kneading that, are you?
No, I'm going to be using the spoon.
Okay.
So there's no hand involvement.
Because a girl like me, I don't need dumpling. I'm not putting my hand into that and mix up.
Because the nails too long.
No, I don't even have nails. I don't even have nails, but I'm not a dumpling kneader.
Oh,
it's all about the spoon, the flipping of the spoon, right, guys?
So I'm just, see, I can tell right away that I need to have some more moisture in there. So some more water. Just add a little bit more water to that.
So now, what are you trying to get to a certain consistency?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to a batter consistency.
Kind of like what, like pancake batter?
Somewhat similar, yeah. If you like your pancakes nice and fluffy like flapjacks, that's the type of texture you're looking for.
Okay, sounds good, sounds good. Don't forget, guys, just give me a thumbs up at some point if you haven't already. And thank you so much for sticking with us on this live.
We appreciate having you.
It's been a minute since we've been on live, but it feels like we never left. It's like riding a bike, I must say.
All right, so just trying to get a very even consistency here.
Oh, very good.
Once we get that, then now the thing is, and
look at that nice color.
now again, you see the difference the curry powder makes in there. We've got the red from the Scotch bonnet. We've got the green from the green onions. But in doing so, there are a lot of times people tend to over-mix or over-handle flour. And once you do that, and the gluten in the flour tightens up, then things just start, no longer has the opportunity to get fluffy. It becomes flat and it becomes very dense. All right, so we want to just fold. We don't want to mix, we want to just fold. Once we fold, it's less damage is being done, and we're affecting the gluten a lot less. All right, so I like that. I like that consistency. See that? That's the consistency I'm looking for.
Jenny is saying this is the perfect live for this snowy day. Yeah, it has started snowing here. We're supposed to get a lot of snow tonight here in Toronto. But I must say, guys, we can't complain because we haven't gotten as much snow as we usually get. Our winter so far has been kind of mild as far as winter goes for us. So I'm not complaining. I just kind of want the season to end so I can get into my garden. But I don't mind the snow. We need a little bit of snow. All right. So he's getting the pan ready.
I'm getting the pan ready. Part of this whole handling, let's get a little saucer here. We can.
So you're gonna do a tester. So
yeah, what I'm gonna do, guys, is and this might sound a little weird to you. It might be weird to some people, but not weird to me, because what this is right now is just the mixture, and it's flour, it's all the seasoning. I like to taste this. Okay.
ew.
It might sound weird, but this is how you're gonna tell whether you're gonna need to add a little bit of salt, a little bit more pepper before you get cooking, right? So I just get my spoon in there.
He tastes a lot of the stuff that he does, guys. Ew, before it's cooked. Ew.
Wow.
At least there isn't any raw meat in there. See, Queen is saying yuck.
Wow. Whew.
What?
This has heat.
A lot of pepper?
The flavor is absolutely amazing, well balanced, but there's heat in there. So here's what makes this an amazing Super Bowl snack.
Yes.
You start eating this, you're gonna start drinking more beer.
Well, the everyday life
This
of
is
an
lovely. I love this.
OCD-ish chick says that she'll test the first one to make sure it's safe for everybody else to eat. And she says it's a hard job, but somebody's got to do it.
This is really good though. This mixture is perfect. It's an absolutely perfect mixture. I wouldn't have it any other way. Now, there are two things that you can do. You can actually make this ahead of time, or
Yes,
you can make it the
we've done
morning
that.
of. Because what that does is that gives all the flavor a chance. You know, I like to use the word to get to dance and get to know each other.
Nobia said it was so hot it burned off your hair.
Yeah. I like that one. That's a good one.
And Real
That's a
Talk
good
is
one.
saying that Beta Pack is the best
It's
curry.
the better, yeah.
Because I know as far as Jamaican curries goes, it's either Beta Pack or Walker's Woods.
Well,
I think Beta Pack is carrying the
Beta
swing
Pack
at the
is-
moment.
funny enough, if I were to,
That's a lot of oil there, sir.
you want me to put some more? If I was to go to a West Indian restaurant to eat, especially a Jamaican restaurant, one of the first questions I would ask if I'm ordering curry is what kind of curry you use.
He's a food snob, guys.
And if you don't use Beta Pack, I'm not interested. I don't
He
want,
is
I don't want
a
any.
food snob.
I don't want it.
He's
If it's
very
not Beta Pack, I don't
particular
want
with
it.
the ingredients.
You see my chicken wing? Now the oven is off. It's cooling down. Okay, it's off and it's cooling down. But just bear in mind that as it cools down, it's still cooking in a
I
way.
can smell the
It's
jerk.
still cooking slightly. So I don't want to take that out yet. And you might question, well, the color. It's not brown. It's not. I don't want it to be brown and overpowering because I'm going to be adding some barbecue sauce to it. Okay, and I want to ensure that, you know, I get a nice color. If I wanted it fried and darker, I'd add some browning or a little bit more soy sauce. But I'm quite happy with what it is right now. All right, so I've just turned my burner on, and I've got it on high. I want to get that going. I'm going to be dropping my codfish fritters or my saltfish fritters in the oil. All right, but what I do is I don't. There's some people that, and I've seen this before, where they make these big pancake-looking fritters. For me, it doesn't quite work. I like the little, like the size of $1. All right, I like that size. So when you're eating that, you can indulge. You can have 3, 4, 5. You can have a dozen even. And I'm just searching my cupboard here because at one point I had some chutney. I had some what was it again? I think it was tamarind chutney, or any kind of chutney that you have. You can always serve that with these fritters. I don't think, and I usually when I go to Jamaica, I usually pick up a few of them Oh no, it was sorrel. It was sorrel chutney. So just imagine saltfish fritters served with sorrel chutney. Oh, that's a winner any day. Any day. So I'm just getting my oil going. Hopefully I'll bring it up to about 300, 250, 300 degrees. I don't want it too hot. I don't want it too cold because the dish is going to get all soggy. Let me just get a plate here that I can put it on once they're fried. Get a fork to help me flip them. And I'm going to need some paper towel. Some paper towel there. All right. In the meantime, what I could do, to get this going, I could then take out my, I'm going to take out my chicken wings. Take my chicken wings out, and then I'm going to just sauce them, and then put them back in. Okay? So, ooh, that's a little hot. All right, just keep that there for a second. Get rid of that. I'm gonna just put my trusty pan there, and I'm gonna be adding to this some. I've got me some Frank's hot sauce here. I'm gonna just douse it with a little bit of Frank's. Frank's hot sauce. I'm also gonna put. I've got some barbecue sauce here.
So
with a little bit.
that's not just any barbecue sauce. That's Sweet
Baby Ray.
I like that. I like that.
All right, so just put some Sweet Baby Ray on there. So we're gonna get a combination of the sweet and the spicy. And once we have that.
Oh, be careful with your hot oil.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Like you're so close to this.
Oh, for me. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're gonna flip the whole.
Good looking out.
You see that? You're gonna flip the whole pan of hot oil.
On live. You go
live.
You go viral. Jesus.
Look at what he did.
That's not even funny.
So let me just kind of toss them up there, and I'm just gonna put them back on the
Why
tray.
are you doing that with this hot oil here?
I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
Why don't you go boil some tea? You got some water to boil? Can you make a cup of tea?
Yeah. Until you burn off the side of your arm.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. Sweet Baby Ray.
Oh boy, that's a lot of pepper. That's choking me.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, babe. There you go. I'm going to put this back in the oven.
Jeez Louise, that is a lot of Scotch bonnet pepper in this.
In the fritters?
Yeah. It's choking the life out of you.
Right. Put that back in there. And let's, given that you just saved me from a disaster. All right. So I'm going to drop a couple in here and see what we got going. All right, guys. So I'm just going to get my spoon. I got a tablespoon here. And just put one and just keep it centered and just drop the little dollar shape right there. You know, funny enough, I've been told by the guys I play poker with that they refuse to come by to play poker if I'm not going to have these. So I've got to make sure that they're ready for those guys whenever they come over. Same thing with the Super Bowl guys. I got to have it ready for them.
Now, once you get the sizzle going, you know it's on and popping.
Now you see how the batter it's got that firmness to it, but it's not.
Oh, you see?
Oh yeah, it's not overpowering.
I don't do this kind of cooking with no popping oil. No siree.
So I just gotta give it a gentle shake, just to kind of loosen anything. Now you see how they're just kind of swelling up there, guys, from the baking powder. Just turn this down just a bit. See, that's why these are called fritters.
You see,
Because they're fritting.
I can't deal with the popping oil because I don't like that popping oil burning me. So you're good. You don't even have an oven mitt on.
Oven mitt just causes problems.
No, sir.
I'll save those for my granny. So I'm about to flip these over, guys, so you can see the other side. You can see based on the baking powder.
Look at that nice color on them.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta stand back, guys. That oil is popping, and he is like right in the middle of it. I can't.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Fritters are gone.
And they taste so good with that saltfish.
So once we get them, nice and golden brown, see, I guess it's fair to say my father-in-law is in there educating his daughter about spoons, oil splashing. You know these old timers.
Yeah. Rob says you need a longer spoon, then you won't get splashed with the oil.
But I'm not complaining about being splashed, though. You are.
Yeah, well, I can't get close to that without a long spoon. So let me get the long spoon because I'm sorry.
I tell you.
Long spoon. There you go.
You have the long spoon?
Long
I
spoon.
don't need a spoon. I'm fine.
Those are looking good though.
They're looking absolutely lovely. I like them.
And it smells really good. You can smell the curry. And you can smell kind of like fried dumpling for all of you who know what fried dumpling is. That's like a Jamaican staple. Here comes.
You always refer to Jamaican like everybody's Jamaican.
I said for
It's a
all
West
of you that
Indian
are
staple.
West Indians.
Thank you.
Because not everyone calls them dumplings. Some people call them bakes.
Yes, but just for the people that do call them dumplings.
Look at that color. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that, guys. And they're so crunchy. Right now, they're hot like fire. I mean, hot from the hot oil. So you can't, if you try to eat it now, it's going to burn your mouth. But it is also hot from pepper.
Try it. Go viral.
No, sir. No, sir.
Lady tries hot fritter fresh out the oil. Try it.
No, I'm not trying it. I know it's hot. Nino will try it when it's that hot. I won't try it.
Because they taste, well, they got to cool down just a wee bit.
Okay, Ginta is saying that it's called bakes.
There you go. Ginta.
Yeah.
Ginta? Why? Okay, so now it's called bakes. So as far as I'm concerned, baking is a cooking technique. So
It's hot. Listen,
Wow.
It's hot, okay? I'm going to try it. The first saltfish fritter. Try. I'm being greedy, guys, but it's hot.
wow.
It's good, but it's hot.
Of course it's
Sorry.
hot.
It's hot. Ooh, perfect amount of salt. And
I'm
I just
telling
got
you.
a nice piece
I'm
of
telling you,
saltfish.
it's great. Well, and the thing is too.
Oh,
Well, it is a salt fish,
it's Alaskan pollock.
but it's salt fish. Originally, they would use cod because pollock was never available. But all these restaurateurs, they all use pollock and make you think you're getting salt.
I'll bring these for my dad to taste. Robert, are you coming back to finish telling your story? Are you coming back to finish telling your story? And you can taste these? You have to come in here though. There's not enough light here.
All right. So after I finish doing this, I was thinking about doing an egg roll, but I think I might do a bruschetta. I've got some really nice Roma tomatoes, and combine that with some green onions, with some
Claudia says
pesto.
that she's afraid of that hot oil too. Watch your back, Shameen. That hot oil is no joke. If you've ever been burned before with that hot oil, it's no joke.
Yeah, but you can put on a glove and you use a long spoon and you cook it.
Yes, that's right.
Granny's use oven mitts.
Just a little, bust it open for me because just a little piece more. You know, because if me eat too much pepper when me do it, burn me out.
Oh my God.
Guys hear that?
Too much pepper for me, burn my
Rob.
ass when I shake.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Guys, you see what happens when you bring somebody with no filter on live? The man said,
Don't repeat it.
if he eats too much pepper, it burns his.
Yeah, when I pull it, burn my.
Oh my God.
Okay.
My God. There you go.
Right, just a little bit. I can't eat cat. I think I just put cat bunny pepper and I smoke.
He's here. It's hot though. It's hot. It's hot. He put the whole thing in his mouth. So how is it? Is it worthy?
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Hear that, Chef Nino? He said it's not bad. And if you get a "it's not bad" from my dad, that means you're going with things.
All right.
Now they've cooled down, guys. You see the nice color?
And they retain
I don't know.
their
Can you
colors.
see inside?
They're nice and puffy.
You get you get a little speck of the pepper, the onion,
And they're
the
bite-sized.
saltfish.
Bite sizes.
Perfect. I could eat like so many of these. They're so good. And you get that nice color from the curry. Very good.
See, so just imagine if you didn't have the curry powder in there to give it the color, you would be looking at something that is not overly attractive.
Colors. Give me one slice of bread and piece of it.
You do realize I'm on live, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
And beef up the menu.
And you realize that I'm live talking to my people, and you're here working about to give your bread and all sorts of things.
Me too.
Oh my God.
Heat it with a piece of bread and then you taste it.
Okay, so you were talking about your budget or your rundown, and a lot of the people in the live were saying yes. The whole time I know what he's talking about. That's called rundown.
Not too much. One is okay.
My God. Like this?
Yeah. Taste it, but take a bite.
I don't want a bite of this.
So I'm not gonna make.
I
I'm
don't
not
want a
gonna make
bite of
any
this.
more. I'm not.
No,
Maybe sure. Okay.
I'm
Should I make some more? You think?
I'm
Yeah. I'm not gonna finish this. We
Here.
can do
No,
the
I
rest
love bread
tomorrow.
and fritter.
Taste it, you
No,
taste it.
I don't want
Then you
it.
take it out.
No, this is fine.
Then what you gonna learn?
What's that to learn? That's a fritter sandwich.
And the taste.
No, I don't want that. I just want the plain fritters. Mmm.
You see, the thing is, when I would imagine when Rob was a kid, and parents would prepare saltfish fritters, they didn't really have a lot of fritters or a lot of money to buy the fish, so they would have to add to that some bread to kind of stretch it out.
A roast bread.
But nowadays, you know, that's what they would do back then. Is they would add other things, other items. So when they give you 1 or 2 fritters, you're satisfied. Because you're not gonna get 5 or 6.
Generally, they always try, when you make fritters, you always try dumpling with it. So you have dumpling and fritters.
Dumpling and fritters?
And fritters, that's a lot of.
That's a lot of starch.
Yes, you have that like for breakfast.
But what I do remember though is banana fritters. So when you have the banana and they've turned brown and they don't discard them. They actually use them in the same way they would have created this batter without the spiciness. So you're not gonna make it savory, it's gonna be sweet. Like a dessert, almost like a donut type.
Now, Rob, somebody in the chat named Claudia said, "Hello, sir. Much love to you, Papa. Tell us how it's done." Ooh, I just lost my signal here. She said she remembers that rundown that you were talking about from back in Jamaica. And when would you eat? Oh boy.
You lost the signal?
Yes, I did, but it's coming back now. She says she remembers eating rundown back in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Sounds like you've lost your signal again.
No.
Okay.
We're there. I'm just trying to scroll back in the chat, but it's misbehaving on me and I can't get back to those comments where I was.
Let me get this cellophane wrap. I'll wrap this up. Put this away.
Oh, I don't think I can go back that far. Novia says that you need to start selling some because he wants some right now.
Right.
And somebody's asking Rob if you've ever cooked on an open fire before.
All the while, all my life, I cook on open fire.
Oh, okay.
I have coal stove.
Here, let him speak. That's what we're making. Okay, superstar. Have you ever cooked on an open fire?
75% all my life cook on open fire,
Yes.
and the second fire is a coal stove,
Okay.
and that's it. I never cooked on gas stove when I was young.
Ah, okay. And when you were young, what type of animals did you used to raise?
Chicken, goat,
And your favorite?
Hug.
goat,
And pigs.
and pig.
And do you eat the pigs now?
Yes.
No.
No, I don't eat the pig anymore. I used to eat the pig when I was all 10 years old,
Point, point.
12 years old, until I started to work for myself after I was 20,
Okay.
like about 22. I stopped eating pigs
Okay.
because we used to rear them, cook food for them,
Yes.
and keep them in the pen.
Yes.
Tie their feet with ropes so that they can get away, because when the rain fall, they go to the neighbor's farm or go to your farm and they root up the produce.
Now they're
So-
asking you to tell them a story from back in the day. You know what my favorite story is? You know my favorite story. You have to tell them my favorite story.
I know what your favorite story is.
Yes, you have to tell them my
I know what it
favorite
is.
story.
Can I say what it is? Or you
What, the
want him to-
Uzi man?
Uzi
I
man.
want him to tell them about the Uzi man story.
I need to get a pot from here.
Come on, guys. I want you guys to send up some Jamaica flags in the comments to encourage him to tell us the Uzi man story. This is my favorite story that he always tells. Now, Fluffy Style said that she's never cooked fritters before with curry. And they never have that golden color, so she's going to try using curry next time. Okay, tell us about your story. And M. Davis is giving us a shout out. Good
friend.
evening, so blessed. Nice to have you.
My friend, this is my neighbor, which we grow together, you know. But during those days, our pugilists are the best boxer that existed was Joe Louis.
Okay.
And Joe Louis, we would go around and when we have time, we would box like Joe Louis.
So you're pretending to be a boxer like how Joe Louis was.
Yes,
This is when
so-
you were a boy.
Yeah, so we box until we feel tired, we stop.
Okay.
But my friend brother was the referee,
Okay, your friend's brother.
and while we was boxing one Sunday,
Okay.
we boxed, and then the brother come between us as the referee.
Okay.
And he pull us apart,
Holy.
and then after he moved, then we start boxing again.
Okay.
But something.
So this is just two little boys having a boxing
Yeah,
match.
I'm just having fun boxing. We don't punch each other in our eyes and stuff like that. We just boxing for strength.
Yes.
You know?
Okay.
And then when he come between us as the referee and part us, I don't know what he said to his little brother. And as he hoped us for us to start boxing again, his brother hit me straight in my eyes.
No, you can't pretty up the talk. You have to tell it how you tell me.
So
And thump you in the eye.
That's not how you tell me the story. You said the boy lick you in your eye.
Yeah, he hit me in my eye and swell up, and my eye start to burn me and start to swell.
Okay.
And I stopped boxing. But at the time I was cooking food for the pigs on Sunday.
Okay.
And then when I go back home, I need some wood to make some more fire underneath the pig food.
Yes.
So when I go to the bush and look in some wood, I find a piece of stick. They use that to make whip.
To make a whip?
Yeah, like we would call it like a...
So it was a piece of branch that was wiry.
You put a leather attachment to it.
Okay.
And then you plait the end with manila and make it
into a whip.
Yeah, into a whip. So when you flash it, they would use that to control the cows.
Okay.
That's going around the mills and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know? So I find that piece of wood and I come up and I wash it off good, a piece of pimento wood.
Pimento wood.
And I wash it off and finish cooking the pig feeding.
Okay.
When I cooking, after I finish, the day I never went to church because his family go to City Mission and my family goes to Baptist.
So you were in the same Sunday school class?
No.
Oh, just
I
the
was
same
home.
church.
I
but
was
you
home.
didn't go to church that day.
No.
But you were supposed to be at church.
Yes, so
Okay.
when I finished cooking the pig feed, my eyes swell up and start paining me.
Because he
And-
punched you in your eye.
And I said I got to revenge him because we never planned to punch each other in our eyes.
Okay.
Okay, so when I finished, I went by the mission house. And when I went to the mission house, Sunday school wasn't over yet. So I sit against a tree and wait until Sunday school over. And when Sunday school over, and he coming out from Sunday school and looking at my eyes and laughing at me, you know? While he was there laughing at me, man, I pulled the stick from my waist and I started hitting him.
No,
man.
you lick him.
I feel
You
like
lick him.
I feel like I would kill him, man, because
you
you
kill
know
him with lick.
I start, and when he fall on the ground, I driving some lick in his ass, man. And then after the bigger guys who is there watching see that I was doing too much, they came and they pulled me away from him, you know, and
that's
how
your
the
story?
fight. That's how the fight ends, you know. So Uzaman, I know you are in. You know, he went off to England sometimes. So I don't know if he's alive or hearing me. This is your friend, Dada. You know, and
Okay.
you remember that day. So if you're alive, I'm not putting you down. But you know you did me wrong.
Well, all your people in the chat are giving you props, telling you much love. Some of them say they know that piece of pimento wood that you're talking about. And some of them said, yes, in the 60s when they were there, they lived off the land. So can I take my live back now? You hijacked my live.
Go ahead, man.
All right. So say bye to your fans.
Bye-bye.
All right. Guys, he's in his
Okay.
element. So we're going back
That
to the
was a
cooking.
story and a half. Story and a
Listen.
half. So
That's not the way my father tell me that story. He cleaned it up a little bit for you guys, okay? He didn't tell you the part where him get licking him eye till him see Pini Wally. He forgot that part because when I first heard it, I killed myself with laugh.
as you
All right.
as you wonder, what is Peony Wally? What is Peony Wally?
The fireflies that fly
Fireflies. Ones that give you light.
in the night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there. I'm just going to set you up there so I can help him back to his chair. There you go.
All right. So right now, guys, I've got
Stay there,
a
you wanna
pot.
go down there?
I've got a pot of boiling water
Oh,
that I'm going to be making some what we call tomato concassate. Okay, and I'm going to concassate the tomato. I'm going to show you how this is done. I'm making some bruschetta, and the reason we're doing this is a lot of times when you eat tomatoes, you find that the skin from the tomatoes gets lodged in your teeth, all over your mouth. as well as the seed carries a lot of acidity. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to remove both the skin and the seed from these tomatoes. All right, so I'm just going to get a bowl here, and generally you'll just use a bowl of ice water. Okay, and the reason I'm going to do this is once I remove the tomatoes from the boiling water, I'm going to submerge them into the ice water to stop the cooking process. But otherwise the cooking is going to continue.
All right, I'm back.
You're back.
So you have what kind of tomatoes are those? They look
These
like
are Roma.
Okay.
Roma tomatoes. Okay, I've got 5 Roma tomatoes here.
All right.
I'm just filling this up with some water.
Cold water?
It's cold water.
Okay.
All right. I've also got 4 cloves of garlic here. Okay, I've chopped the garlic fine. All right. I'm also going to use some green onions as well as some chopped parsley, but we'll do that after. Let's get the tomatoes going.
So you got your pot coming to a roaring boil.
And I'm going to remove the stem part of the tomato just with a paring knife. All right. I'm going to remove that.
Oh, that's not your good paring knife.
No, it's not. I couldn't find the good one. I'm also going to put a little X in the bottom of here. And you're going to see exactly why when we're all done. Okay. So we're just going to go through and remove the stems. And we're going to hit the bottom part with an X.
See.
It's just an X.
Okay.
Okay. So once again, stem, remove.
Now, guys,
And
all
X.
these dishes are part of a playlist on our channel called Super Bowl Snacks. Or if you can find each of them individually, because we've made videos where he's giving you step-by-step instruction on each one of these dishes. And this, I love this, especially in the summer when we grow our own tomatoes.
Grow our own tomatoes. They're awesome.
Gosh.
So here we go. I'm just going to drop that in. Drop that in. Drop
Notice
that in.
no gloves in the
Drop
boiling
that in,
hot water.
Drop that in. Now, I may need a perforated spoon. So I've got my trusty perforated spoon in my hand, and we just got to flip them. We're only going to leave them there for maybe a minute. And what's going to happen is from the heat, it's going to allow us to remove the skin from the tomato. You can actually see here where the skin's already removing itself. See that? The skin's already coming
So
out.
this technique is a fancy word. What is it called again?
It's called concassé.
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 And basically what you're doing is this is an easy way to remove the skin off the tomato.
Yeah, and you don't want to cook the tomato, so let's get this out. And we
Can you put that up here so that I can see?
Submerge it in some cold water so we can stop the process. I'm going to turn my stove off because I think there's enough hot water there to kind of get them going. All right.
So you're out of the hot water into the cold.
Yeah, and what that is doing is it's just stopping the cooking process. I don't want them to cook. I don't want tomato sauce. I just want to be able to remove
Just
skin
remove the skin.
and
Okay.
have the flesh. So I'm just cooling them down.
Now they're cooling in
Okay.
their little cold water bath. It's like you're going from the steam into the cold water plunge, much like what you can do when you're at the
spa. Speaking of the spa.
See? And then the skin starts to peel away from the tomato. Isn't that cool? For non-cooks like myself, that is so cool. I would have just peeled the tomato and probably waste half of it.
So what we're gonna do, let me just use, maybe I should use the bigger
Look at that.
bowl.
You see that guy? 3 bowls. Because
Stop.
he's not washing them up.
Stop.
So he's cooking like he's in a
Stop.
restaurant, you know?
I saw a commercial the other day. You guys might have seen this. And
I need to put this down for a minute.
so the commercial was very interesting. The 2 guys are coming out of the grocery store and both their hands are filled. So the guy walked over to his SUV and he kicked his foot underneath the tail of his vehicle, and the hatch automatically opened. And Buddy's looking at him like, you don't have one of these on your car. So he gets to his car, he kicks his car, and his wife opens the door and comes running around, and she opened the hatch. So it's like, see, I have a hatch opener, but some people might not find that funny, but I thought that was a hilarious commercial. So in any event, now I've got my tomatoes. I've got them pretty much cooled down. And I'm just going to, Lo,
Yes,
Are you back?
I'm back.
I need you to get a close-up shot here.
Okay.
Okay. So now I've got it. You can see
A&I Family Adventure is here. Hey, what's going on?
you can see the skin just gets peeled off.
Look at
very
that.
easily.
You see how easy that comes off?
The skin comes off very easily after that. And you don't have to make bruschetta with skin. And there's no getting in your mouth. Now this is kind of, so once you do that, you can always cut it any which way you want. Just cut it. And you can just remove the skin, the seeds. This way, there's no seeds to worry about. There's no
all
seeds
you're
in your
doing
tomato.
is eating the fleshy
the
part
flesh.
of the tomato.
So you don't
no
have
skin.
to struggle. So this in itself is a difference of, going to a regular restaurant and going to a 5-star restaurant.
See, they do that little extra.
Time to do this. You don't have to worry about, I pay that kind of money. I don't want any tomato seeds or skin. So you remove all that.
So we started with the tomatoes in the hot water for about 1 minute.
About a minute.
After we scored the bottom of the tomato with an X.
All right, just remove.
Then we put them in the cold water bath. Now we're removing the skin.
Yep. Now you might get some difficulty at times, but you just got to be patient and it will all come off.
Thank you so much for sticking with us, guys. We are making bruschetta on French bread. And this is part of our Super Bowl snack playlist that we have in our part of our
Let me just peel
playlist
it off so I can get all
on our
this.
channel. And this is also, you can get a step-by-step instruction on our video on how to make this bruschetta. It's listed in our list of cooking with
Snack
Nino
items.
dishes. And this, I tell you, when you in the summertime, when you have all those tomatoes from all the plants that you grow, this is such a
It's
good way
amazing.
to use them. And
You
it's so
just sit-
easy.
And we try to grow all the ingredients. Like we try to grow basil and various types of tomatoes.
And parsley.
In the summertime, we make our own pesto from our fresh grown basil.
Yep.
So I actually have a jar of pesto in the fridge right now, but that's because my homemade stuff all ran out.
Yes.
So,
And this is the second dish we made. These are saltfish fritters. They are so good. I keep stealing them. And we still have the lollipop chicken wings just getting nicely glazed with their jerk sauce in the oven. They're almost done. Well, they're done, but they're just getting a nice glaze on them. And now we're making our bruschetta.
bruschetta, as the Italians say, bruschetta. Bruschetta.
And you chopped up that garlic that
We
you're
got
going
the
to use?
garlic all chopped already, so we're just gonna cut into this, and we're gonna remove the seeds.
Nobody says what? I wonder if it would work on grapes. And then you can
Oh, is that interesting?
cool them after. If that would work with grapes to
That's
get the skin
interesting.
off grapes.
That's really interesting.
But why would you need to peel grapes like that?
Maybe he knows Caesar. Hail Caesar wants them peeled. That's interesting. Like, say you're making like a grape jam or something.
Yeah.
You might want to.
Now, M. Davis, Delroy McGregor, Priscilla Seymour, Novius Nightshade,
Thanks for sticking with us,
Claudia,
guys.
they all said bye to you, Rob, and thank you, and sending you blessings.
Says, all right, Seymour.
She said, what? Gail said, are they wings or legs? Those are chicken
both.
wings, Gail. And he, at the beginning of the video, he showed you how to make them into a fancy lollipop type of shape. Once they come out of the oven, you'll see what I mean.
You can take them out and show them now, babe. We can open.
Well, I
them.
can't hold this and manipulate the oven. I'm not
Just
that.
open the door. Just
I
open
did
it.
just now.
Yeah, open it. You can, should be able to see that.
I don't want to go viral by burning myself. See, they look like little lollipops with the bones sticking off the end. But we're gonna take those out, and you're gonna get a better view.
You can't be too afraid of your kitchen. You have to put on gloves.
Gee, thanks. You hear that?
No. If you be afraid of your beer and man, put on gloves. You got gloves.
Delroy is deli.
Deli, you know deli. That's deli. Our deli.
Okay, Gail. Okay. Wagwan Deli.
Deli.
And
Big up deli.
A&I Family Adventure is here. I believe, if I remember correctly, A&I Family have a wonderful little homestead in Jamaica where they grow lots of good stuff. So big up yourself, A&I Family Adventure TV, and thanks for joining us.
Big up the Jana Finch family.
Of course, every
Big up
time.
Jana Finch family.
Every time.
Seymour, what you drink?
That's not Seymour.
I'll get Seymour one to start.
Seymour's not here. That's Priscilla that's here.
Priscilla.
Yeah.
Yeah? Long time no see.
Alright, so let's get rid of this. And,
It's quite the collection you
it
have
is,
there.
It is because I've got a dishwasher here that's waiting for some.
That's quite the collection he's amassing in the.
Where's
sink
my
there.
dishwasher?
Yeah,
So Priscilla.
Where's my dishwasher?
Priscilla do that.
she can't hear you. No.
All right, so let's. All right, so once I have that, I'm gonna be cutting up my tomatoes and start incorporating my chopped parsley as well as my green onions and my pesto. Okay, so let's start off with start cutting these up. And we just try to get them into little cubes, which is probably the easiest way to handle them. But with this, you're not going to have any seeds, any skin. And we're just chopping that up.
Are you coming or what?
Alright, just gonna need to get some of this stuff. It's a little easier to just kind of get some of this stuff off the board.
Gotta plug in this phone before we lose battery.
What's that?
Oh, Priscilla can't hear you. She says hi, Rob.
Ask her how much baby she get Seymour.
You're confused. Seymour is her brother-in-law. You're confusing them.
Oh, wow.
You're very
Seymour is
confused.
married to her sister.
You're very
I see.
confused.
I see.
You hear this scandal that's going on over here, Priscilla?
You're very confused.
Now, Fluffy Styles is saying that she's trying to invite more of their friends, but they're at work. That's okay. As long as you share us out. Thank you so much, Fluffy Styles. And we have quite the group that's sticking with us during this cooking session.
Yeah, guys, we do appreciate your time. We appreciate you taking the time to join us.
We've been on here for a minute. So you're chopping up.
Yep, just dicing up the tomatoes. I was planning to do some egg rolls tonight, but I think I'll put that off for another time because tomorrow's another day.
Oh, yeah. So you're making bruschetta.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you have your nice fresh French bread that you got.
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Now Philip Harding is on here, bigging you up.
Wagwan,
Says, hey,
Philip.
cuz.
Big up. Big up yourself.
Don't forget, guys, if you haven't given us a thumbs up, please do so that we can tell YouTube that we're going on with things over here. We're going on with things over here. Cook up the nice things.
And you guys gotta stay. Pretty soon we'll be bringing back the Informer window. I don't know if you guys have seen the Informer window, but we have a segment where we just sit at the window and we just talk the things. Any of the latest happenings, or you know, we just talk the things. We talk anything that comes to mind. So if you go back and look in our playlist, you'll see, you know, somewhere in there of the 500 plus videos that we have some Informa windows. We're going to be going back to that pretty soon.
Now, Nobius wants you to say nice French bread 5 times fast. He's daring you.
Nice French bread, nice French bread, nice French bread, nice French bread, nice French bread. How's that? That was 5.
That was pretty good.
That was 5.
There you go. He rose to your challenge, Nobius. I think you have to give him a round of applause for that.
There you go. There you go. All right.
All right, so we got all the tomatoes chopped up there.
Yep, we got the tomatoes. We're going to, and my garlic is here as well, guys. I'm just gonna put the garlic in there. So we've got the tomatoes and garlic, and I'm gonna move back here. I'm gonna get me some green onions.
Mm-hmm.
Need some green onions here.
You see the mess he has over there, guys?
Oh, I don't
His
have a
prep
mess.
area.
I don't make a mess.
Look at the mess.
I don't make a mess. I don't make a mess. There's no mess here. I don't know where you're seeing mess, but I'm not seeing any mess.
He says that, he wants you to say nice, fresh French bread.
Nice fresh French bread. Nice fresh French bread. Nice fresh French bread. Nice fresh French bread. Nice fresh French bread.
There you go.
Again, I rose to the challenge.
There you go. You get the crown tonight. So more scallions.
A scallion, them call it, or a onion.
Scallion.
Okay. So
All right.
Devin Wright is saying, "Hey brother, good kitchen skills."
Wagwan. See that? See that? Put a little green onions on there, and I need me a little piece of chopped parsley.
Doesn't that look good? All those colors in there.
A piece of chopped parsley. I don't need.
And this, in case you missed it, the saltfish fritters. Now these are worth their weight in gold. Tastes amazing. And now we're on to the bruschetta or bruschetta. I don't know how they say it, but I just say bruschetta.
The Italians call you a munja cake, eh?
All right. When my cameraman comes back, I can deal with my sink full of chef mess over there.
Where's your cameraman? Can you
I
get
think
your
he's taking a
cameraman?
break.
Tell him the break is over. Is he unionized?
Yeah, it's so hard doing all these jobs when you're doing a live because I want to get the camera right in there so that you guys can see what a guan.
All right, so I've got my chopped parsley here. Just gonna dump her in there.
Nice.
All right. Boom.
Nice. Very good. Wash those hands.
I am. All right.
You do know that there's hand soap there, and you're using my Dawn liquid detergent to wash your hands.
Just as good. You know. I want to tell you that hand soap is probably Dawn that they put in there. They probably put Dawn in there. Let me get a piece
Here.
of. Oh.
You got towels right there.
I got hand towels there. All right, so I'm gonna need a spoon. And I'm going to need a jar of pesto.
All right, can you come closer here so I can put this down like that?
Well, it's kind of hard because the stove is hot.
Oh.
But I've got my my pesto here. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. And for those of you that don't know what pesto is, it's really all it is basil, fresh basil, garlic, olive oil, as well as pine nuts. all four ingredients. Just blend it together to make what we now know as pesto. So I'm gonna go in here. I don't know what this is in my pesto jar. So we're just gonna put a plop in there. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna use the whole thing. There's no point putting this back. Just use the whole jar. And from that, just get it all mixed up. And I need to add some olive oil to this. Where's my olive oil? All right, extra virgin olive oil. I'm gonna add some of that. I'm also gonna add to this some. In this case, I'm going to be using. I got some white pepper here. Add some white pepper. And a bit of salt. And the salt's just gonna. It's just gonna pop it. Just give it a little bit more flavor there. All right. Let's put some of that. And just. I've also got, I don't know, some balsamic vinegar. Oh, I think I just spotted it. I think I just spotted it.
All right.
I think I just spotted it. So I've got some balsamic vinegar glaze here. Okay, I'm going to be adding this to my my bruschetta. Let me just kind of get this board all tidied up. Where's my dishwasher?
I'm coming. Looking for the bruschetta.
You're killing me. You're slowing down progress here.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get my dishwasher back here so she can kind of get things ready for the next move. Okay, we're gonna make some money move. Let me also use this. What's that? I want to put this in a smaller bowl because it makes a little bit more sense than trying to struggle with this big one.
You can't even look that up.
Alright, I've got my bruschetta there.
Wow, that's quite the mess.
I can just put this in the refrigerator just for a minute.
You know, every time you use this bowl, you use two of them together because you can't take the time to separate the two bowls. So you always end up messing up two when you only use one. Thank you.
Is that good or bad?
That's just creating extra work.
Extra work.
Yeah.
So I've got my Parmesan cheese here. I'm going to be grating a bit of cheese.
And guys, you need to take out a second mortgage these days to buy Parmesan cheese at the grocery store. The last time I went to buy Parmesan cheese, it cost me $12.
You know, interestingly enough, years ago, I was in Jamaica and I actually went into a supermarket and Parmesan cheese was less expensive than it was here. And I bought like 4 bricks of it and brought back.
Yeah.
It was
I remember
absolutely,
that.
you remember that? Because here, that brick at the time would be costing me maybe $10, $15. In Jamaica, I was paying the equivalent of $5. And it was real Parmesan cheese.
Hold on, guys. Duri's on live or Duri's on the phone and she's cooking.
Oh,
Zuri's cooking right now.
hi, Zuri.
Zuri, look, say hi to YouTube. You're on YouTube. Say hi, YouTube.
Hi, Zuri.
Well,
What are you cooking, baby?
Who is Zuri?
Crab soup.
Oh, Zuri's making
Ooh,
crab soup.
You're making crab soup?
is
Wow.
your favorite.
That's her favorite too.
That's our little granddaughter there. She's at her other granny's making crab soup, which she always tells me that that's her favorite, crab soup.
So Zuri, you're on live. You're on Grandpa and Granny's live right now.
You're live, Zuri.
Come talk to YouTube. Tell them what you're doing.
She's cooking delicate dumplings.
I'm just gonna press it out.
Okay, you're gonna press it out. Okay.
I'm gonna get this.
Okay. All right.
Be careful.
Be very careful with the knife. You're right.
Wow, we have a YouTube star budding here.
And put it right here.
All right. All right.
And cut it in pieces.
Okay, you cut it in pieces. Okay, we're following.
What?
And now you cut this part.
Mm-hmm.
And you do this.
What? Oh, you should have your earrings today?
Wow, Zuri. Okay, say bye to YouTube. Say bye to YouTube.
Like to YouTube now.
And
Zuri, say goodbye, YouTube.
bye YouTube.
Wave to them. Say bye, YouTube.
Bye.
Okay, bye. We'll see you later. Wow, she is a born natural.
All right. So.
All right, so what do we got over
So
there?
I've got my bread here. I'm going to be cutting up my bread for my bruschetta. All right.
Your bruschetta.
I could choose to make
Gotta love that technology's right.
one long thing, or I can make little bits and pieces. But
I like
you know
the
what?
little bits.
Little
It's
bits.
easier to
But
eat.
what I'm going to do is, as much as I'm doing little bits, guys, I'm going to be cutting the bread on an angle. This way it gives you more of an elongated type of, and more surface to work with. All right. So I'm just going to put my knife on an angle. All right. Be careful with that knife, you hear me? All right. So there we go. Look at that. So we have more surface to put our tomatoes. And this is something, once you get your bruschetta mix going, you can always slice your bread after and allow your guests to kind of put their own on there, or you can put it on there and put it through the oven yourself. And they can just snack away. Less trouble for them.
Yeah, this is all. I love getting bruschetta done with fresh tomatoes from the garden.
Oh yeah, in the summer months.
Oops, sorry, guys.
Nothing like it in the summertime. Nothing like it in the summertime. And we'll just put another piece here, and we still have room for another.
Yes, that was
So
Miss Zuri Rose.
That's our first grand princess. We have two little grand princesses.
All right, let's go.
Are you rushing me? Are you rushing me?
Yes.
Why are you rushing me? So I'm just gonna put a little bit of olive oil on here, guys. All right, just a bit of, touch it with some olive oil, like you've been touched by an angel. And I'm telling you, there's nothing like good quality olive oil. If you can get your hands on some, but they're mighty expensive. Good quality olive oil is very expensive. All right, just gonna put a bit of olive oil on there.
You can't season the oil.
What do you mean season the oil?
You can't put like peppers and certain thing in the oil.
Oh, you can, of course. You can put anything. You can put anything you want in your oil to create an infusion. You can put peppers. You can put rosemary. You can put garlic. Anything you want to flavor your oil, you can put in. I can even choose right now, if I so desire. You know, I could take a pepper. Right? I can just cut these peppers up, or even just remove the seeds. As a matter of fact, let me do that. Just to add a little twist. Just to add a little twist to this. We just cut up the peppers as fine as we can get them. And mind you, we're going to get seeds coming out of this. because these are chili peppers. See? But we're going to put seed and everything in there. Okay. I think that's enough.
Wow, you're adding hot peppers?
Yeah, I'm adding some hot pepper. You know what? I'm going to put the whole thing in there. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to put all the seeds in there. Let's get rid of some of the seeds.
Okay.
Because remember now, the seeds is what carries the heat.
So where's the chicken at? Chicken's done?
Chicken's in the oven.
Chicken's in the oven.
It's done.
All right. So we're just going to add this.
So we're just about done so that we can get all our dishes together and show everybody. We've been here for like 3 hours.
Add some peppers to that. And that's our little twist. All right. So we got a little bit of heat. And then we're just going to spoon the bruschetta onto the bread. You want to try and stay away from any additional moisture in the bottom of the pan, because tomatoes themselves, they just release a lot of liquid, and you don't want soggy bread. So you have an option. The option is you can just serve it just like this. You can put it on there, or your guests can just put their own. But what you can do is, if you're going to be serving your own, you might want to put, depending on the amount of people, you might not want to create an elongated appearance. Instead, you can choose to do like, circles or something.
Sure, you can have it.
What are you giving away?
Your mixture, the rest of your
bruschetta?
Saltfish fritters mixture. He wants to bring it to his Super Bowl party tomorrow.
Alright, so just listen to that lady over there. She's just tearing the place apart.
Jesus Christ.
What are you tearing apart? What's going on over there?
I'm trying to clean up the mess, the tornado that's behind you.
What
so
mess?
I don't have a lot.
I didn't make a mess. Why would I make a
Putting
mess?
away all your ingredients and such.
All right. So now that we have our bruschetta, the next money move we're gonna make is we're gonna grate some cheese on there.
Is that the $12 Parmesan?
Well, that's the Parmesan.
Parmesan
When
cheese
it comes
is
to
not cheap.
when it comes to
Oh. You're dropping your cheese on the floor.
oh, am I? Sorry. When it comes to eating good food, you can't put a price on that.
Okay, you're done with your tomato mixture, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you're still with us, guys, thank you. We're almost at the end so that you can see what all the dishes look like. All put together.
All right.
That looks so good. Try not to waste your cheese.
I'm trying, but sometimes, it's...
Because it's all just going to stick to the pan. To try and...
All right. All right, so we've got our cheese there. So we have a couple options here. I'm just going to try to scoop up some of that cheese that's fallen over in there, and just to put... We have a couple options, guys. And the options are such. You can actually just take this and you can eat it as is, and it's absolutely lovely. Okay? The other option is, like I said, I've got some balsamic vinegar here. You can put some balsamic vinegar on the bruschetta. Let me just do one of them just so you can see. Just so it... And I don't know if you've ever tasted good balsamic, but it is unbelievable. Or you can just go ahead and just, allow the cheese to melt, and then you can put the balsamic on. But any which way you want to eat it, it's absolutely, there's no right or wrong way. You're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be delicious and it's gonna be enjoyed. Awesome. Awesome dish.
All right, so you're gonna melt?
Yeah, I might as well.
All right.
Might as well.
'Cause you look like you want to sleep on live tonight.
I don't want to sleep. I'm really...
Uh-oh. You got ants in your pants.
But then again, you guys have not. The fritters. The fritter is on point, guys. The flavor is absolutely perfect. The texture, everything about it. The only thing about these things, you have to eat them when they're hot.
Yes.
Right? When they're hot, they're unbelievable. I'm just trying to preheat the oven. We're up to about 200 degrees.
Almost done with the dishes.
The good thing about these fritters, I'm telling you, with using the pollock, every bite
As a piece of fish.
as a piece of fish. So every bite is an adventure.
Do you ever buy fritters from the Jamaica restaurant? And
Okay.
God bless the amount of saltfish they use.
When you buy fritters from a restaurant, it's like they count the amount of saltfish they put in there.
Yeah.
It's like there's nothing. All you're tasting is flour with a ton of baking powder and maybe some green onions if you're lucky. Make it a yard, you're better off.
Can we translate that into English?
Make it at home.
Make it at home. Good home cooking, guys.
Good home.
That's what it means.
Make it a yard. Alright, so I'm just going to stick this in now.
Now Priscilla's saying, yes, Nino, she agrees. Make it at home.
And you know what, guys? Interestingly enough, especially the way food are so expensive these days, you want to be able to utilize... Nowadays, when I go to a restaurant, here's what I do. If it's something that I'm taking out, I bring home the cup. If it's a plastic cup, I bring it home. I give it to Lo. She uses it as a planter. Even our plastic juice jugs.
Yes.
She uses those for winter sowing.
Yes.
So things are so expensive, we can't even afford to even waste carrot peel. So you don't bother to peel the carrot. You wash it. Wash it thoroughly. Because then again, all the nutrients is in the peel. We're peeling it off and throwing it away.
Claudia is saying that she was pleasantly surprised to find some wonderful infused chili oil, olive oil at and specialty vinegars at HomeSense for really good prices.
Really?
Devin says he's sending an Uber to pick up some for him. You see, I would have put this in the oven a long time. This man has to wait until the temperature is pretty. See, that's the difference between a cook or a sata. Want to be cook and a chef. Put the thing in the oven.
Because if I were to listen to her and
you're
put
gonna
it in the oven,
be here till tomorrow morning waiting on this bruschetta.
What's going to happen is that the bread itself is going to be so dried out. Right?
God.
I want to give this thing a matter of fact, you know what? Let me do one better. I'm going to do one better. I'm going to broil it. But before I broil it, guess what? I better remove these chicken wings because I don't want them broiled. Those are the lollipop wings.
Mighty God in heaven. You see, you notice the plate is half gone because I've been partaking of the saltfish fritters. See?
They're gone. So what I want to do with these is just to kind of give them a little sheen. Look at that. You can see the difference. Kind of baste it. And you use the same little drippings from the pan. A lot more appealing when they've got a little shyness to it. You know, I went in the supermarket this evening to buy the aroma tomatoes. And to my surprise, those son of a you-know-what at the supermarket, they were rubbing oil on the bloody tomatoes to make them look. Yeah, can you believe that? So I'm like, is this oil? And the guy beside me, oh no, it's water. I'm like, buddy, that's not water. Just rub it with your fingers. It's oil.
She totally agrees with you. They
my God.
They love cooking at home as well.
Yep. That's the way to do it nowadays. All right, so now that I've got that going, I'm going to stick this in the
You're
oven.
doing all those tricks so that we can think we're getting all this good food when in fact
It's all trickery.
junk.
It's just the same as, you go in the supermarket, you see these chicken breasts, especially in the Chinese market. I don't mean to pick on the Chinese markets, but this is the one place I see it all the time. They bring out these chicken breasts, and you wonder, these chicken breasts look like friggin' pterodactyl breasts. They're huge. Well, you know what they do? They sit around the back there, and they have a syringe, and they pump
it up.
Pump water in there to swell it up.
Yeah.
These guys, the tricks they use, I tell you.
Yeah.
They're so trickery. All right, so I'm going to put this in, and I've got the broil going, and give it a hit from the... All right.
We're almost at the home stretch, guys.
What are you doing? What are you making?
I'm making some
Sweet
sweet
potato
for
fries?
my dad. No,
Sweet
just for
potato
my dad.
fries?
This is for my dad. See, I can peel a sweet potato. I don't have the chopping skills,
With a peeler.
but I can use a peeler.
With a peeler.
Yeah.
I know.
Listen, guys, a lot of you in the chat can sympathize. If you can't cook for somebody that knows how to cook, right? Because no matter what you make, they're gonna have a critique. So why bother?
She boil a wicked water for tea, though. I'll tell you
That's
that.
okay.
You do good with the water for tea.
Just be glad that you can cook for yourself.
Yes. My father taught me well.
Very
He did.
good.
And funny enough, my dad used to always tell me that growing up, he said, there's 3 things I want you to learn. I want you to learn how to cook, clean, and wash for yourself. And he taught me those things. He said, because you don't ever let any woman feed you crap. Learn how to do those things yourself. And I did learn.
And guys, I mean, we haven't talked about your dad in a while, but we had made a few videos, especially after the pandemic. We made a video of Nino going back to see his dad for the first time, and it's posted on our channel.
Check that out, though. Check it out.
But since then, George has passed.
Yep.
So
My daddy has
God
gone to
rest
heaven.
his soul. But the good thing with YouTube and making videos is that we have quite a few videos that he co-starred in. So we still have those memories to be able to look back on. So pretty thankful for that. I can use that, right? Because you just had your tomatoes in there.
Yeah, that's all I had.
Yeah. Okay.
You can use it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to... Oh, look at this. We got action.
If it's one thing George could do, it's cook.
Oh, my dad could cook. No doubt about that. My dad could cook. All right, so I think I got... I'm taking this out now. Because it's broiling. It's starting... It gets... Oh, boy, look at this. I'll burn up the bread, Tarate. Watch it.
Wow.
I'll
You
burn
burnt
up the
it a little
bread.
bit.
I burned the
Don't
bread a little
put
bit.
the vinegar on all. You put the vinegar when it's hot?
You can put it whenever.
Don't put them on all. I don't always like the vinegar.
Put it whenever.
But
There
this
you go.
is what you get when you go to like Olive Garden or
Olive Garden.
not Olive Garden. Yeah,
Oh,
Olive Garden.
What?
We've gone to Olive Garden and gotten bruschetta before.
Listen, I know I've taught you better, but when you say Olive Garden, that's like saying let's go to Red Lobster for a nice dinner. You don't go to Red Lobster for a dinner. That's just outright ghetto.
Whatever.
Sorry.
But when you go to
Facts.
these restaurants or the spaghetti factory,
Oh yeah, the spaghetti factory.
you
You
get
might as well-
bruschetta,
might as
and
well
that's what you get, and you pay like $25 for an
Might as
appetizer
well go to
when
Honest Ed.
you can just make it at home.
I tell you.
All right. So shall we wrap this up, sir?
We shall. We shall.
All right.
You've done well.
Can I can take this? Can I put the camera on you? This has been our cameraman. Thank you, cameraman. Now, I don't know how you've been operating your camera, but I can't. How do I do it so I can see myself now? I just have to.
You are seeing yourself.
No, I'm not.
No,
Oh, I
there.
can see
You
myself
yourself through the monitor.
there. All right, so let me show you what we've done during this live. Are you gonna plate your things? Because I know you like to.
No, we're fine. We're just gonna show it as is.
So this was the lollipop chicken wings, right? So easy to eat. You just have a little holder that you can eat them. And by the way, Jessica says the Red Lobster is the bomb.
Oh, Jessica, I know I taught you better.
See that? These ones he made with a little barbecue sauce and a little jerk sauce. So those are the lollipop wings. And these are the bomb.com. These are the saltfish fritters.
Fritters.
Fritters. And then this is the crowd favorite. Although we kind of burnt the bread a little bit, but hey, that's how it goes. These are the bruschetta with a little bit of Parmesan cheese, tomatoes. Beautiful. Just beautiful. And
I'll tell you right now that Chef Ramsay would let me prepare those all over again. And I would. I'd kick myself and then I would do them all over. But I want to tell you guys, thank you very much for supporting. Thank you for coming out.
Yes.
Thank you for sticking with us. Do check out our channel and don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Hold on.
What we got?
Can I take this off? How do I disconnect this?
What should I do?
Rob wants to say goodbye. I can just. Okay.
So Rob, I hijacked my live now.
Yes, he's been hijacking the live for the past 2 hours. So we're gonna get him to say goodbye to everybody. There you go. Say bye to your fans. You gonna say bye?
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Rob saying bye.
Take care. Take good care.
All right.
All right.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on our first live back. And we're going to clean up the kitchen. We're going to eat. And what else are we going to do? Stop dancing. And we're just going to end right now. So thank you so much for joining.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
If you haven't subscribed to our channel, you know what to do. You hit that thumbs up, you subscribe. And I hope to catch you on the next live, guys.
And tell a friend to tell a friend.
Bye.
Later. Bye-bye.
What's under my nose?
What's under my nose?
I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm out.